And good afternoon. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a good rapture right now, because hot dang does everything not exist currently. Yeah, pretty sure most places in at least the States here are on complete lockdown. So wherever you have me from, I hope you're staying safe and doing all that kind of thing. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get going on this thing. Yeah, I gotta say, it's been downright surreal these last few days here. So we finally got the big announcement over on our end here. So, like, Michigan's just gone right now. Pretty much stuff's shut down all over the dang place, and honestly, most of the people coming in to buy stuff are stoned out of their minds. But yeah, it's been interesting. Definitely can't say. Well, I mean, I guess it's been kind of dull, but still, though, it's been interesting. Interesting all the same. So, let's do some government-recommended staying in, then. Right, I was just checking a couple things. First of all, does this say... Let's see, are permanent? Yeah, so injuries are permanent, give 5% to a random stat. Unable to participate anymore. Okay, so yeah, in this... So yeah, for this one, the purposes of this one, yeah, it looks like if anybody's ever gotten an injury beyond 1... It seems like if you take 1 injury, it can potentially be healed away. But if you take a full-blown injury, then yeah, you're not coming back on your feet anytime soon, which is fine. You know what? I'm perfectly okay with this. I'm still okay with this as a mode. All right, we got the. Wait a minute, what's this? Gatherables. Oh, it even tells you the random drops you can get there. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Actually, wait a minute. Gatherables. You can gather stuff from the wild. Go on. Huh. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, let's see, in that case, how are we doing for money? We should probably go and hire a new member then. Wouldn't hurt. Since we definitely want to keep more new folks coming in. Alright, who do we want to recruit here? This is probably randomized so we get something that looks recognizable. Actually, this guy kind of looks like a Dark Souls 2 character right here. What the hell are those, It's like the Iron Fort or some Iron Castle? What the hell were those knights called? It was basically like Purple Samurai, more or less, in a castle that's sunken into a volcano. It's pretty friggin' metal. We'll just call him Smelter. Just call him Smelter Blue. Why not? It's not exact, but it'll work. What kind of portraits we got here that might match up with that? Do we at least have that helmet on someone? Pretty sure we do. Pretty sure I passed it. It's alright. We're in no particular hurry at the moment anyway. Man, this guy is looking pretty douchey. Alright, who else here? Yeah, we still gotta make Solid Snake at some point. This is just too good to pass up. Like, I kind of wonder if this guy's one of the Kickstarter backers and was like, this is my chance to get a Solid Snake in here, I gotta do it. Alright, well, you know, I think we'll just stick to one of these helmets here. This dude looks alright. See if we can change the armor color. Change it to something a little bit nicer. Thinking this is looking a little bit more fitting. Yeah, there we go. That works. And then class, I guess we'll go... I feel like we need more frontliners here. We'll go Templar in this guy. There we go. Looks good to me. Then how high of a level can we make you? Seems like 11 is the highest we can go. Yeah, we'll just go for 11. There we go. Just kind of give him whatever we got at the moment. So the kind of interesting way of playing it under this mode is yeah, kind of leaves you at a little bit of a shortage for equipment for sure, which I'm okay with. Alright, he's still got decent equipment. For some reason, he's got what's her face's armor. Let me go make sure it's not actually better than what she's got. Oh yeah, she can't wear it at the moment. What about you? Is that armor any good? Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, she basically went to her second command, was like, yep, strip, I am taking your armor. But it's not even fitted for you. Yeah, it's not for you either. It's barely holding together. It's fine. Alright, get some bronze on this guy. Anything else we can give you? Not really. He's going in pretty budget variety here. Hi there, Evan. When he's to come by on this, have to grind a little just to survive. Well, this is also because we're constantly hiring people. So that's kind of been part of the thing. This particular mode is strictly not recommended, which is exactly why I went for it for my very first run. but yeah, it's not recommended, presumably for this reason, because you pretty much constantly have to get new people. Yeah, personally, I love it. So, you know, obviously tastes will vary, but I absolutely love going through it this way. Alright, so we got at least one merc skill here. Go ahead and put Power Strike on there. There we go. Just unlocks their class. Heal 1. Probably should have taken Blessed 1. It's fine. They can also be a wizard, and they got some scoundrel stuff. Steal items, sure. I think what we'll probably do is set steal to their secondary here. Steal GP and steal item. So I was thinking about this the other day, but yeah, it's really cool. Actually, no, we'll do Warcraft. I know it's kind of basic, but that's fine. Just the fact that you can steal items back and forth is ridiculously nice. Because I was just thinking, the way that they have the weapon slots assigned, or the way that they have the item slots assigned, you're basically getting an actual strategic benefit from using steal. And before I forget, let me go ahead and set your counter steal. Yeah, you already have it. In that case, I'll just change nothing. Fine. John's definitely Joe. They did a good job of that. Yeah. Not to mention you can pretty much adjust everything on the fly, so it's pretty solid as far as that goes. Right, let me make sure he's got his abilities. Yeah, it's alright. He's got what he needs. He'll be okay. Nice fresh recruit for the meat grinder. And away we go. Let's go do a little bit more story here. But yeah, you know, I've heard some for some reason I've heard about complaints about music for this one, but I will say I've had the music from this stuck in my head since last week. So I know for a fact that it's definitely a little bit of an earwig at the very least. Well, there'll be no strife this time. He is definitely going to pull a weak graph or something here, isn't he? He's got a pokey stick of some variety. Let me go get the juice. Gonna suck some DNA out of that thing. Huh? He just sucked up a chest burster or something, didn't he? Yep, yep. Definitely pulled a weak graph there. And they became all horny and pulled their chest out. Alright. Neato, so, new guy. Guess what? Do we get to deploy people? Yes, we do. Probably might need Raynor for his stuff here. We're gonna need Anodine for tanking. I feel like we're gonna probably lose Evan if we bring him out here, so we're gonna need a doctor. Crazy Eyes can stick behind. Divehold, maybe. Yeah, we'll need Veil. We'll need Smelter Blue. And you know what? That's probably fine. We'll just go with that. Alright. That's a pretty cool animation on that one, though. Man, you know, what does this music remind me of? Actually, you know what? Come to think of it, this is kind of like Dark Souls music right here, right now. Not bad. So you made it past this arc, and the next one, the part of the story, or this part of the story, is pretty cool. Sweet. Noble demon. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and stabitize it. That's how you make problems go away. Ah, I see. Okay, that's why they gave you the holy abilities right before this, because he's ridiculously weak to them. Alright, let's hit him with some thunder. Not too bad. And yes, I did bring in a wizard as a tank. It's fine. Yeah, I'm curious to see what exactly happens that causes people to have a negative opinion of the story on this one. Alright, let's see. I think we can toss the bomb from here. Let's try and do a defense down on the guy. Figure the new guy can mostly just be a squishy item user. Can't even throw a rock. Alright. I'll just put you right there, and then we'll put you over here. Probably should have put those jumpy boots on somebody that isn't a wizard. If you look at the class requirements, they look like some of the funky combinations. That they do. Seems like they got something for every combination, which is pretty nice. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Also, this guy is 100%, God, what was his face? Bilious? Was that Bilious? Like, the abilities here, because we got the poison and blind, we got the mass damage plus sleep. Alright, let's get my defense down. Yeah, I think that was Bilious. We'll just do a mass heal here. It's fine. Veil's down for the moment, but if we leave him right there, I'm sure he'll get woken up eventually. And yeah, same as with Bilious there. We're just gonna go ahead and stab him there. Hello there, Ventos. How's it going? He's got some resistance to it, so it's going to do almost nothing to him. He doesn't have that much health, though. Yeah, despite the fact that she doesn't have any resistance to it, honestly it would be better to hit her, because he's currently not attacking her. If I got a friendly AoE, or friendly target here. Probably could have just moved out of the way and not hit anybody, but that's fine. There we go. He'll be fine. Kind of worried that something happens to him, given how good he is. Alright, this should be ridiculously good against him. Yeah, 58, not bad. New guy bringing in the damage here. And getting hit for about as much. Okay. Up. Let's just go ahead and get new guy healed up. Hi there, Mr. Vale. Is he trying to get interested in the game, but I just can't like it? Well, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's like, it's got interesting mechanics. That's what I see in it. It's got interesting mechanics. I like the music. I like the settings. You know, get a little bit thrown for a loop with the with some of the art, but you know, generally speaking, I don't know. Generally speaking, I like it. Let's see. And who do they have special classes that only they can use? As far as I'm aware, currently just the leader, though I saw somebody complaining the other day that apparently the leader also doesn't get certain classes for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why that's necessarily a bad thing. They were saying they were something like they were precluded from using certain classes. Honestly, I just kind of chalk that down to that whole mentality of just kind of getting stuck in a kind of optimization loop. You just need to have everything fully optimized at all times, and eventually everybody winds up at a certain spot, etc., etc. It's something you see come up every now and then with the PSP remake for Tactics Ogre. It's just like, yes, even if something can be optimized in a particular way, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be, or should be, or is even practical. Like, in all honesty, even when I was... Whoa, what are we doing here? Guys, what are you doing? Drop it. Drop it. That one's not yours. Go. Hang on, one sec. Okay, hand back. Yeah, sorry, my dog is picking on our puppy here. A little bit of a dumb situation there. Alright. Let's go ahead and heal that guy up. Alright, is that hair or a giant centipede on that guy's head? Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's got like a dragon tail coming out of his scalp. Something like that. Seems geared to range and caster damage with guns and very few melee choices. All the main characters have their own characters, even ones you get later. It's just a fancy hat. Nah, man, he's got a straight-up dragon tail coming out of his skull. I'm telling you, this music, this guy, completely Dark Souls situation going on there. I mean, minus the clothes, which, I guess, technically speaking, that could still be considered that. It just needs a little bit more blood on it to be more Soulsy. I was just saying they kind of went from just sitting there to getting all bare-chested and horny, but whatever. But yeah, no. I mean, if they get their unique classes, I don't really see how that's a problem. Like, I mean, a lot of things do that. Let's go again and get some lining here. Dang FFTS RNG! I'm missing everything. Nice. Oh, man. Okay, that's a good one. That's not a bad move. Alright, his negative defense went away. She's still healing. I guess if nothing else, I might as well just start stabbing this guy some more. Not like I can really do too much about that whole situation. Might be able to get a negative resistance on him. Might be an idea. Let's see, you can defend, or you can just thunder. Yeah, no, he's got low enough health that we might as well just do this. Even with just these two, I'm sure they'll come back on their feet. So if they get hit by it a second time, it kind of looks like they get hit by slow and get their sleep removed, which is pretty cool too. Not a bad way to have it handled. Does prevent the sleep cycle. Also prevents. Hang on. Yeah, this should be fine. Not optimal damage, but he'll survive. That's what I was kind of checking for there. Just do the holy chant. He'll probably get stabbed from this. Now the big question, does he kneel down when he's knocked out? I know this is going to be a weird thing to wonder about, but that's going to be the... No, he's slightly looking downtrodden here. You know what? We got the kneel. We got the low health kneel. Kind of surprised they didn't go for the hidden health bar, but oh well. And there we go. The Fonz is gone. So you find the werewolf class, or you just make a guy look like one? I just made him look like one, and accidentally skipped through that. But we got some items. I'm assuming they're crafting items. So, do we get the weird laser stick from over there, or are we just leaving that laying around? I mean, I don't really know how you'd possibly think this was potentially not super evil. It's a giant purple, you know, glowing heart sitting on an altar that's chained to the ground. But okay. Yeah, he sucked it off with a sucking stick. Okay, so they want to do their whole pilgrimage daily. Now, who wants to bet that this is going to be an FF10 type situation? That the reason that they didn't want to do it, and there will be a turn sometime later, where they got to sacrifice themselves at the end or something. It's like they become the dude, but they're not themselves anymore. Yeah, fair point. Is he not a fan of the hidden health bar? Yeah, fair enough. To each their own on that one. I was just saying in terms of the reference. I mean, personally, I like seeing all the numbers there. That's what makes me glad about seeing the growths and everything else on the stat screen. Okay, so we have accomplished purple filter, apparently. Okay, they feel all evil now. Perhaps they feel like going and committing some insurance fraud. Who knows? Alright, let's see. DLC classes are Samurai, Wrangler, Beastmaster. Oh, is the DLC out? I actually haven't taken a look at that. Still no monks added? Hmm. Yeah. That'd be kind of funny if they turned into Barney. And they're evil now. Good job, way to turn evil. Dead. So, I guess let's put it in a trash bag or something. Oh, first relic? Well, way to spoil that one. Yep. They got zapped. Yeah, that's kind of dumb. Why don't I report it to everybody after we just talked about how corrupt everyone is? Well, they say wasn't. Is he proper dead now? Also, given how much they're trusting him, I'm wondering if he's going to wind up being the bad guy. Let's see. Still not out yet. They're also adding questions for unused peoples. What do you mean? Like, more, story character dialogue, or... Are we talking like a Tactics Ogre thing? Are we talking about more, like, side quests, like the A2 thing, or what? Yates? By any chance, are they like the technological mastermind of this world? Their name's like Yale Yates or something. And there we have Shocked Rainer face. Why does he have so many faces? of course, you know, we're overlooking the weird irony here. She got turned into a wizard, fought the thing with lightning, got zapped and got knocked unconscious. Clearly she just wasn't meant for this. Oh well. Oh well. There isn't another healer within a week's march. We have one in the party. Actually, we kind of technically have 3. But okay. I know, they don't have a plot healer. Those plot injuries are a different story. Let's see. Send people he ain't using to get out XP and items. Yeah, the A2 thing. I mean, I know that. I thought when you said that they were adding questions, I was thinking like... Okay, for reference, Vantos, you played Tactics Ogre? Like, is that, I remember you were saying you haven't played A2 yet, which... Go friggin' play that. Just at your earliest convenience. You can actually get a, if you just get one of those, what are they called? R3 cards or whatever else? You can just get that on any DS. Seriously, it's so good. It's so good! Oh. Hang on, quick puppy issue, back in like 30 seconds. Hold on. Alrighty, and back. Sorry, puppy needed to go run out real quick. Let's see, played March of the Black Queen, Ogre 64 back in the day, both good games, Tactics Ogre's favorite of the series, yeah. Well, technically there's like 4 Tactics Ogres now, depending on how you want to count it. But yeah, same here. Because yeah, Ogre Battle is awesome, but man, Tactics Ogre's got some interesting stuff going on. Like, especially for folks that liked FFT, it's the same people, except you basically got the prequel and sequel in the same game. Anyhow, let's see here. Still need to play OB64. I've only played a little bit of TO. Definitely worth checking out OB64 as well. It's pretty dang good. Alright, let's see. Like the multiplayer in that one. Yeah, it's surprising how few people knew that the TO PSP had multiplayer. I mean, it's technically more of an AI arena, but man, it's shockingly fleshed out for a feature nobody used. Let's see here. Have played FFT on the PSP also. Let's see. Never played the multiplayer, but played through PSP FFT. Some of the changes to the PSP were a bit weird. Yeah, actually, I know personally I didn't end up sticking with War of the Lions that much because of the fact the death noises got changed to that weird like oh instead of like the big old verbose like from the original bugged me far more than it should have. I know it's a weird detail to be bothered about, but it's just if you listen to the two side by side, just one of them sounds like somebody accidentally dropped their little squeaky toy down a pipe. And the other one sounds like somebody just got punched in the balls, and there's just a very big difference between them. But anyway, not recommending anyone get punched in the balls, but you can see where I'm getting with this. So let's see. Let's see if you're wondering what it's like to kill every Lakavi with only the aid of your least competent friend. FFT co-op mode has the answer. Yeah, I wonder if there's any offline way to. There has to be some offline mod to be able to go through those. Because I never once had a chance to try out those multiplayer missions. Not to mention they seem to put a surprising amount of effort into that. Now let's change her over to a Plague Doctor real quick. Right, weird little thing here. If you switch around the primary and secondary classes, it automatically assigns the previous one to this slot. I really like that. That's something that FFT never did. Yeah, that must got annoying. Because you'd swap the primary and secondary, and it's just like, nope, nope, I'm sorry, nope. Alright, let's get these ones up real quick. Let's say protect on you. Okay, we got that up. I can't believe I didn't notice this before. This guy isn't the bard from FFT. This is the friggin' swordmaster from TOPSP. Because like you got your lion dance right here. You got I think it was what the hell was that one? There was some all debuffs removed, or one debuff per character removed dance right here. The Siphon, not so much. Cleansing Blade, that's a new one. I believe that's more of a like divinity thing, if I recall correctly. Soothing Chant, that was there. Resilience, well, I mean, I guess you could also tie it in with that other ability, so yeah, I guess that's more there. Defensive Expert, that's its own thing. Evade Attack, yeah, sounds like preempt to me. Yes, it also kind of sounds like Mind's Eye, but whatever, dang it. I have a feeling that's what they were thinking of. Alright, Soothing Chant. Just kind of throwing out abilities here for the time being. Alright. Sounds good. Kids crawling on me because of no daycare. Never even heard of this game. Looks interesting, though. Yeah, this is a lot of, this is like a mix of the entire genre. I would say primarily FFTA 2, but then you've basically got inspirations from the entire freaking genre here, and it's pretty fantastic. The art isn't for everybody, but so far, from what I've seen, I definitely recommend it. Like, even if you're just somebody that's in it for the challenge options, like, look at all this. You can change these at any time, but depending on what kind of injury system you want to use, whether you want to use anything from, like, permadeath to injuries to just, like, everybody's fine all the time, like, anywhere from FFT to XCOM or whatever else, it's your call on that. Like, you can decide what kind of dice rolling system it uses, so, like, for example, right now it's using the default system, which is just 1 to 100. Then you have one that's weighted in player favor. I believe that's more of a... Funnily enough, that actually is more of an XCOM thing, as bizarre as that sounds. Despite the fact that the meme is like 99% will always miss, the actual odds are stacked in your favor in that game. So level scaling, you can make it to like just friggin' max level or lower level or whatever else. Raw stat scaling, how many enemies get added to fights, their gear, their counters, everything. Like, these fights are decided every time you go through. So even if you're going and redoing the same fight, you're going to have different enemies there. So kind of a more loose way of the way the TOPSP did it. Seeing art is a bit strange. Looks like some preteen mobile game. Wasn't a big fan of FFTA, honestly. The laws annoyed me. Okay, not the laws. The laws were strictly the FFTA thing. I mean A2, where they basically removed the laws. Well, they didn't remove them entirely. They basically just said, okay, at the start of the fight, you get a buff. Like, just pick a buff from the list. Like, you want more AP, you want more speed, you want more strength through this fight. Like, you want permanent strength on everybody? Good, you can have that. But here's a rule that you have to follow. And then just, you basically follow that rule. And then, funnily enough, in the background of all that, the AI also has a rule that they have to follow. It doesn't tell you what it is, but they do have to follow specific rules, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and move on here. I don't think there's much that's going to happen fight-wise, so let's go ahead and go on here. Like that idea, actually? Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really cool the way that they did that one. There is no loss system in this one, but honestly, if there was a mode for it, I would totally love it. But FFTA2 was super heavy on the side quests. That's actually the DLC that's coming out right now. Alright, so is this guy going to be a douche? No, he's going to be a massive nerd by the looks of it. Alright. Hello, Edgelord. They're brothers, aren't they? 100% they're brothers. And then zombies happen. What? What in the what now? Ha. Alright. Interesting. I like the setup so far. Made a screenshot for you? Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so you basically got the most metrosexual scoundrel in the world. Looked away for a second. What, those are death harpies? Yeah, pretty much. Endure as long as needed. Rainer must survive. Okay, I have a feeling we're a little bit unprepped for this. Gonna want Evan in here. Yes, he's on death's door right now, but he's one of our better defensive characters, so we'll do that. Now I'm assuming I get to set somebody near Rainer. Yes, okay. Thinking Vale's going up here. He wants to go check out the Death Harpy firsthand. But this is what I was talking about earlier about, like, what the hell is this? So, Arpias... Okay, so the undead versions aren't just purple like in TO. They're legit, like, an actual skeletal version of it, which is pretty baller. But yeah, so the Arpias just have this freaky-looking face normally, and in this case they just have a skull. Like, say what you will about the art style, they tried. Like, they legit did what they could here. I mean, the portraits, they didn't need to have different portraits for different expressions. They're there. Like, the little animations and everything else going on all the time. Is it perfect? No, but they tried. Like, the tree swaying in the background doesn't need to be there. Took some extra layering to make that happen. You know, the little wildlife all over the place. The little stuff hiding in the trees. I don't know if anyone noticed those. It's just, yeah. Like, it's just, there's so much love here, you know? And that's what I love about this game. You can tell that they really cared. So, okay, let's go ahead and root this guy, hopefully. Just figuring debuffs are going to be the name of the game here. And right there. I know I mention it every time so far, but full draw bow animation. Even FFT did not put in that effort. It was just lean forward and just arrow shoots out. So, you know, they tried. See the stats carry over from battles? Which ones? Do you mean status effects? I think we're gonna go Undead Thermagon. That just sounds cool. Okay, so they're undead. They can't bleed. I mean, they don't have eyes, but I can make this one blind. Okay, they got blind. Probably best to get him along with the rest of the party. I should point out also, something that you never see in this genre, like interactable objects. Skyjack. But yeah, like over there, the ladders, you can actually use the ladders, you can use the vines and stuff like that. There's all kinds of traversal methods going on. Again, they didn't need to do that, but it's there. I'm pretty sure nobody would have noticed if they didn't put it there, but I know I'm personally really noticing that it is there. See, they have a negative stat debuff, so many battles each time they die, and when they die so many times permadeath. Yeah, that's what's going on. That's the permadeath system that that I decided to go for. Just I really like that idea. So, for example, if Evan gets knocked out here, he's just dead. He is very badly injured. His injuries have not he's too badly injured to recover. Some light injuries can be recovered from, but they're not in that particular state anymore. Alright. What we're gonna do... I think we're just gonna go for the heal here. Just go for the soothing chant. There we go. Do a little bit of an AoE heal. Got Wizard linked in over here. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to handle what's on this side without too many issues. Portraits are pretty good despite the cartoonish animation. Yeah, again, you can tell they tried. Like, honestly, I would say that's probably chalking down more to the budget. And in all honesty, I think a lot of it wouldn't be as noticeable if it wasn't for the already ridiculously good art that's throughout most of the rest of the genre. Like, few of them ever have that kind of talent behind it. Like, friggin' everything that Matsuno's ever participated in is striking as all hell. I mean, okay, minus that... Actually, no, even that one dungeon crawler game that he made that was like $5 or whatever else. Even that, you know? So I think it was kind of just in a position where, yeah, it would inevitably get compared to some of those. So there was really no way they could avoid some of it. So I'm a werewolf with abs. Do I not grow chest fur, or do I shave my werewolf chest and stomach just to show off the abs? Oh, apparently we stole some Dasani from the from the zombie here. I mean, hell, you do what you do during the Corona Rapture, you know? Yeah, I'm not really sure why we came to a necromancer exactly. Like, this seems... Like, I know he'd probably know evil crap better, but this seems like a thoroughly terrible idea. I can't do that one. I think I might as well just try to go for another steal here. Maybe not worth it. Do you have any buffs on? No, it would just count as a regular attack. Alright. What is going on over there? Alright. Yeah, that doesn't have a counter, so I might as well just pop that one real quick. To get him out of here. I have a feeling he's probably gonna have to get to the front door. See, special classes, you have to pick up an item to turn someone into them. Sounds like Marshal Black Queen. Yeah. And I know at least like 5 or 6 of them are craftable. Alright, 35. Is her defense higher than... Yes, her defense is higher. But if we go for a forceful here, push him into the other one, we get 54 and 41. See, they even have a little bit of Radiant Historia in there, where basically you're looking to push enemies into other enemies. was 49. Also, yeah, apparently you scare things with the utter shine coming off the abs there. Probably should have gone for the 2 on the right. Doesn't matter. Kind of would have figured the Silver Spear would have done a little bit more against zombies. Let's see. Favorite class system was FFT. Female tree got screwed in the... Yeah, in March of the Black Queen, yeah. The lady characters got pretty well screwed over in a lot of cases. Though I will say the Muse was pretty strong. And I think... I want to say... I could be completely off the mark on this. I want to say some ROM hacker out there mentioned that there were more female versions of classes, they just didn't really program them right. Like I know Lap of the Gods, for example, changes the Dragon Tamer to properly be a female class, as it looks like it should have been the whole time. I mean, you know, it's kind of a weird story, but yeah. So Dual Class 5 was cool, like K-Will's achievement system, and yeah, I agree. That was probably my favorite thing of the whole bunch. It was just cool to see that they had to do specific stuff to unlock a particular class. So I guess some is a lot closer to how FFT and works, but the class names are more Ogre Battle. And not to mention they seem to take inspiration from all over the place, plus the level ups are clearly XCOM. See, when my brother beat March of Black Queen, he was pure evil, used Vampire, Lich, and Werewolves. Well, yeah, they're strong as hell, man. FFTA was a bit strange how you got abilities from the weapons you use. See, but I wish they found a more elegant way to do that, because it was a really cool way to do it. Just in like from a balance perspective. Yes, it didn't make sense from a logical perspective, which is why it seemed kind of inelegant, but it basically allowed for your skills to be locked in very particular ways, so if you knew what you were doing, you could get a lot of really busted stuff just, you know, getting the right items. But then at the same time, you know, if somebody was just going through for their first time, they won't know all that stuff. They're not going to find all the super OP gear or whatever else. It's just, it gave more little avenues to go through. It prevented... well, for another thing, it allowed you to have an excuse to experiment with more of their weird equipment, because you could tell in like Tactics Ogre and whatever else, they always had that that thing where they're like, you know, please try this gear, it's really good in this one particular situation, and then just sat in the back and you never had a reason to try. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal here. Don't really want to chance it. Hey, I forgot we upgraded our heal items here. Oh man, missing out on all the chat here. Even had the Pumpkinhead lady. It was great, a small massacre, but was nothing to scoff at. Yeah, I appreciate that they did that one too. Just the fact that you don't get that whole almost anime tropey thing for going and forgiving her. Like immediately, people are just turn on you. Like, what the hell? Like, you don't just forgive them. That's what the hell, man. Yeah, you're evil now. The populace hates you. Why would you possibly forgive them? Like, no, we can all be nice and get along. No, no. She just pretty much got rid of half the population. What the hell are you talking about? Just no. Stop staring down there. Get your eyes up a little bit, and do what you need to do here. See, wasn't the princess strong? Yes. Yes, the princess was arguably the single strongest unit in the game. If I remember correctly, yeah, you're right. Valkyrie sort of covered Archer and Magician, like Tactics Ogre, because they had more Archers, more Casters. Not to mention Archers were OP like nobody's business. At least in some of them. It's funny, because in Knight of Lotus, they were one of the worst classes, if not the worst. Whereas in Luct, they were just... Well, I guess in the original, they were pretty friggin' strong. But then, when they did the PSP remake, they just straight up started ignoring armor after a while. Like, there wasn't even a comparison. Use the skills and or items like Path of Exile instead of deriving so much off character classes and hex tiles. Just hated the alignment system. But if you knew how it worked, it was really neat, though. Like how to discover the correct fashion choices for OB64 to have ninjas. Without the right underwear, you couldn't class change, but you knew you had to wear stripes. All ninjas have them all the time. Hard to get the classes you wanted? I don't know. I don't know about that one. It's like, let's see. If you like March of the Black Queen, you might like Disciples 1 and 2 on PC. The battle system was like March of the Black Queen, but you directly controlled character actions. Alright, gonna have to add those to the list then. Sounds pretty neat. That list is getting almost comically extensive at this point, but yeah. Be cool to take a look at. Can flaminate the zombie. By the way, side note on this game, I appreciate the little references all over the place. I forget which one has the hand slaps with the lava, but the fact that Ice 2 is basically Stasis Blade is pretty cool. Anyway. It's neither here nor there. Also, I should be using defensive hit here. I'm just kind of being weird with Divold here. Let's see, March of the Black Queen is far easier if you used evil alignment, and much easier to stay evil. Very true. Very, very true, but that's... I mean, that was the theme of the game, that it's always easier to do the, or it's always easier to do the, you know, the bad thing. That if you really want to actually resolve the situation, you gotta go through all these extra hoops. And even then, it still might not work out. Like, I had one run not that long ago, because I specifically never went out of my way to learn all the extreme details of March of the Black Queen, because it's nice to have the illusion there. But specifically had this run a while ago where I tried to do the good route, you know, tried to do all the good guy stuff all throughout it, wound up with a positive alignment and everything else, and still, if you don't handle it right, Tristan will have you assassinated at the end, because they're like, yeah, no, I'm the only good guy here. They don't get to do the whole hero king good guy thing. We're not friends. I don't like that guy. Lance, go kill him, basically. And he's just like, well, I've been following this guy for months. Yeah, okay, I guess he's dead now. Man, there's just so many cool little things to it. Gotta appreciate it. Alright, I think we're gonna stay up here, actually. Does this get rid of poison? Yes, it does. Alright. Should have done this a while ago. And yeah, it's a risk every time I bring Evan along. Because despite being the most experienced caster, he's got really diminished stats, and also, yeah, is on his last life, so there's that. Let's force her into a tree stump. There we go. He's got to survive until they're done having their conversation here. There we go. There's an ability, I believe from XCOM 2, as well as a few other RPGs out there, where basically a kill will grant you an instant crit on the next attack. Outer Worlds had that too. Forget if this one has a counter, but we'll just go ahead and do something like this. Nice little diagonal attack there. And one more round and that chicken is gone. Oof. Cadaverific. Alright, and how about Evan doesn't die? So you like Tactics Ogre for Law versus Chaos alignment instead of good versus evil, since it's a story that's very green no matter how you play it. Oh, wait, let's see. When will Necro Griffin Nibbard show up in your books? Yes. On a little bit of a side note, any of y'all? Okay, I don't know how many folks here played FF14. I know I personally haven't, but has anybody seen that particular, the particular cutscene that has Nibith in there? Like, specifically, they have the one of the... It's supposed to be one of the conversations between Nibith and Denim. But was anybody else bothered, like, all hell by the fact that it was the one angle that couldn't physically happen in the game. Let's see. Not sure if what I call the lawful routes in T.O. Gray, you're definitely evil, you just seek redemption. Gonna be the first casualty again? Hopefully not. Was exposed. Dark energy we're kind of seen before and chasing gain consciousness. Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem. We need our secondary wizard back. We got a shiny glowy stick. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? This counts as a back attack for some reason. That'll work. I don't think there's any birds attacking before Vale gets to move. I think poison happens at the end of a turn, so we shouldn't have a problem there. And there goes Aerosol again. It's not looking ideal, but it could be worse. Then Wizard Lincoln can sort out those two, hopefully. So yeah, plus guaranteed crit on that. This should probably be the safest tile. Still not terribly safe. Okay, there's a small chance he'll have enough to survive here, and it's gone. Should have used the item, to be fair. Alright, that one's in iffy condition. Is he rooted, though? Bear in mind, all of these are harder because I allowed them to have extra spawn items. I think we'll just push this one away. Actually, if we do Power Strike, that might help. Just reduce his attack a little bit. Probably should have done that from the start. There goes Vale. We can probably get him back up, though. See, do you like how OB64's Zenobia route makes you feel good until you play the non-Zenobia route and realize it's all kind of a lie? Yeah, they're good at that one. They're really good at that one. Alright, Aerosol's down, Vale's down. I feel like Vale will probably be able to accomplish more. And he's about to get re-killed, isn't he? Well, oh, okay. Never mind, that actually worked out better than expected. Oh, and we failed it, actually. Well, that's a bit of a problem. I didn't realize his health was so low. Yeah, it's my bad. Alright, so things to be aware of. I forgot to actually check if there were any new crafting options. That would certainly help. Let's see, increases sprinting abilities, allows for swimming. We only have one thing that allows to make them, and I have a feeling that flippers are the better option here. This seems stupid, but bear with me, I have a point. What can we make here? We can make a rock. Hell yeah, we can make a rock. We've accomplished rock tier 2. Neat. Okay, but no, the reason that I'm doing that is actually for this. Alright, yeah, we'll just stick that on her. And then we're actually going to go over here and get that chest. There was actually a chest that I left behind a little while ago, because I couldn't actually swim to it, because I didn't have any water-based classes. And we'll go ahead and make that happen. Right, Phoenix Ashes makes more sense than Phoenix Down. I had beaten 10 Final Fantasy games before remembering that down are a type of feather. Very true. Hang on, how do they actually get in that water, though, now that I think about it? So we need Crazy Eyes here. I guess they just get through over there? Do they need to be able to fly and swim? Okay, where's the other chest, then? So there's one up there, so we need the jumpy boots, so... Gonna get the wizard in on that. Horatio the 23rd. Oh man, we're gonna end his very, very long line here. Also can't help but notice that the sprite has a beard and the face does not. Yes, that would have been a bit of a thing to actually accomplish, but oh well. Does it say what's in it? No, it just says what we can get, and more hooker with gun. This guy forgot to wear clothes. Interesting. Not sure if that speeds him up or not. And here's one of these guys that I still want to get at some point, because they're like some Stitch-looking situation. And then this guy. Pete Laferchola. Aren't you fancy? Okay. Alright, and then lastly we'll get Felicia in here. And this should be a solid team for this. Okay. Part of it's the Rainer's a little bit underleveled. Right. Wait, so how do we get there then? Let's see, do they potentially swim under the sewer or something? They can't go that way. It seriously looks like they have to be able to fly and swim at the same time. There's no traversable tiles here. This is just completely blocked off. Though I wonder if this is potentially supposed to be a KOL reference. If it's a shield in there, then I'll know that for sure. For anyone that didn't know, in KOL you can get one of the best shields in the game in the starting port town by going for one of the tiles next to the water. You just need a class that's able to jump. That's it. Must be able to fly and swim. Feels like a particular slight towards penguin kind. I can end his line. He may have 12 kids already. Well, I mean, I guess, but he's the 23rd. So I don't know. Anyway, hang on. Just one sec. The puppy needs to go run out again. Okay, and back. So let's see. Never forget that Fogel was a lizard man who claimed to be a human cursed by a dragon in order to buy real estate on a skyline or on a sky island and join the dragoons. Because I'm trying to say, never give up on your dreams. Fair point. How do you think he would have gotten along with, God, what was his face? Dragoon guy from Legend of Mana. Might have been an interesting one there. Let's see, buffs. Let's do some random buffs, see what we get. Mind and crit rate up. Okay, fantastic. What can I... Lark, there we go, that was his name. The Lark Man. We'll say, you know, this is the only game I can think of where you actually have to craft a rock. Ugh, man, that's some Mortal Kombat crap right there, jeez. Splintering bones and everything. Don't think Lark got along with anyone. Ain't got along with anybody to let him get his stuff done. And yeah, makes you wonder how anyone can complain in a world like this. You get shot in the arm, get all crippled and everything, 2 seconds later, just Wolfman comes up, just holds his hand up in your direction, it's just healed. It's good times, good times. Friggin' hitting me with a rock. What a douche. Do a rooting shot here. Just kind of leave her there for a little bit more speed. See, cyborg shaved werewolf with a scythe. Scythe is only half as silly as the movie Project Metal Beast. Okay, that sounds more like a metal album. What's the deal there? Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, what I really need is a larger AoE heal. Not even necessarily a better one. Just improve positioning a little bit. Oh, come on now. That guy just doesn't get hit. Really should get this move HP up thing on everybody. Like, it was good in FFT in this case, considering it's actually scaled by how far they move. If you just manage to make a defensive, like, thief build or something like that with a bunch of extra move tiles, sounds pretty solid. Sounds pretty friggin' solid. And this is why we made him a crit build. Which, granted, is still only 13% crit, but it's worth a shot. Whoa, what's that? See, a CIA spy seeks out a werewolf to be infected with lycanthropy so he can survive a process to be covered in steel metal plates to fight, I don't even remember before, evil? Wow. Oh, that sounds amazing. What kind of drugs were they on when they came up with that? Probably the good kind. Actually, interesting moment yesterday. Apparently I must be looking pretty friggin' scruffy, because it was the first time that in the middle of all this other rapture crap going on, this random guy comes up while I'm going and replacing somebody's light bulb. He just comes out in the middle of the parking lot like, oh yeah, you got any pot for me? Like, any pot to sell? I'm like, why would I? It's like, I'm in uniform, I'm changing somebody's light bulb, I'm not sure what you're thinking here, sir. I didn't tell him that exactly, but it's just, in all honesty, what do you think would happen in this situation? But yeah, no, then he just starts going along to random people. It's like, oh, it's fine, it's legal, I'm allowed to ask now, and I'm just thinking the entire time, like, it's sort of legal, but not in the way that you're thinking. Ah, well. That's life for you. Weird stuff happens sometimes. Seriously, what is the point of her crit rate going up if she can't hit Jack? Also, interesting sideways shot there. But yeah, no, my luck-based character apparently has the most unbelievably bad luck I've ever seen. Granted, their evasion's really high, and I'm pretty sure some of them are blind. But I know for a fact that those spear hits were 87%. Actually, all in all, this team that spawns here is pretty friggin' devious. Oh, get out of here with that! What is that? What is even going on here? Like, granted, they're inflicting blind with counters. Okay, fine. But for real, though, like, every 80% is missing. Yeah, it's not looking too great at the moment. Still not looking outright terrible yet, though she's in really rough shape right now. Yeah, Cripple turns off abilities, by the way. What the fudge is this? Seriously, nothing hits. %. Okay. That one hit, finally. Okay, give her an almost full heal. Put our healer up in the front line a little bit. Feel like probably having a frontline tank with that with healing abilities and that's hang on. Alright, she's crippled and can't use abilities. Interestingly enough, magic is unaffected. Alright, might as well have her heal then. She's not very useful for much else right now. Also, you know what? Looking at the movement, I think your turns are actually set. I don't think whether you take an action or move actually affects when your turn comes. I think just when your turn's there, your turn's there. Looking at the turn order here. And she's blind now. So you headed off. Good luck with the flying and swimming. Well, thank you. I hope you're off to have a peaceful day. And I'll see you when I see you then. Yeah, that was pretty unlikely. Worth a shot. Yeah, I'm liking how devious this is so far, though. Guy full health? Yes. So, yeah, if I move here, I can probably go for an area heal. Actually, this gets rid of cripple and other stuff too, so yeah, might as well. To get gun hooker out of the way. She is getting to be a massive problem at this point. And again, most of them are, but still, their healing's pretty limited. Let's see what this damage... Holy crap, that's pretty strong right there. I know it's a random number, but wow. She's apparently our hardest hitting unit right now. Alright, and blinded again. Right. So, is that particular gangbang over now, or are we done now? Thank you. Alright, is he still blind? Yeah, seeing debuff immunity is not what he's... Oh, that would tell me what he's currently affected by. Yeah, that's pretty alright. And while I should be doing other things there, I know we have a heal and there's a chance to take her out, so let's do that. Get out of here. I'm just scanning around here for stuff that can affect other things on the map. Let's get over Soothing Chant. At the very least, it should hopefully keep her alive until somebody else can do something. Oof. Yeah, she's still looking in okay shape, though. Let's see if this potentially rolls another kill here. Almost. Alright. Let's just... Do we go for the mass heal? No, he doesn't even need healing. Let's just do one of these. She'll heal herself in the process. And yeah, I think we're just gonna throw a rock at this guy. Oh, crap, she does 40 with a rock. That's not bad at all. And with that, I'm pretty sure we have it turned around enough that it shouldn't be much of an issue. I couldn't tell you what Falcon Flourish does. Kind of based off of its performance, I'd assume it's probably a slowdown move. Oh, and now I see where the debuffs are. It's on the top right of the health bar there. Or of the status screen, sorry. Alright, root you. Le root. And probably miss. Surprisingly not. And it hit the debuff too. Perfect. Perfection. You can finish this guy off. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we've more than completely got this. Do a knockback hit just for style. Hang on, who's got the jumpy boots here? Do I even have those? Yeah, okay, so Crazy Eyes has the jumpy boots. Go for that high crit rate that never seems to happen. Yeah, crit also... Ooh. Ah, you terrible, terrible creature. Okay. Now we're just gonna go for the damage here. If I were to guess on how those cards worked, it's probably 25% chance to backfire, and then each of the other 25% are probably... And they're doing revives. Right. Okay. Fantastic. You do that then. But anyway, I'd assume that probably all the rest are probably, like your high, low, and medium of everything else. I'm not sure if it actually rolls a whole number, because it's been kind of pretty even numbers so far. So it's probably like 25, 50, 100. Oh, and by the way, if anybody has any recommendations on characters you'd like to see remade here, let me know. I think probably Fogel would be next on the list, now that I think about it. Because there's a dragon head. You know, there's a... I'm sure there's a Dragoon S-class that we can give him. God, how scary would this thing be, though? Just this robotic wolf with a giant frickin' sickle. It's kind of nightmarish. And they're just gonna keep reviving. Okay. So this is default settings. You can actually adjust how often they revive. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it... Ooh, how is he even... It must be item revives. Sure, they must be limited to 2 or something like that. Perfect. What's her crit rate, anyway? 28%? She's somehow got the highest crit rate. And also, I'm not sure this is a jump we can actually make. Alright, last guy, what are you gonna do? Just cut somebody? Okay. Let's get this guy to low health, and then we'll double check if that's actually a jump we can make or not. Yeah, it's not a jump we can make, so what's that height then? Yeah, it seems like this is going to be the lowest, so a jump of 9. You know, actually that might be a bit of a visual bug there, because she's showing swimming type, but it's showing toad boots. Alright, I'm gonna have to check what's going on with that. But her jump is showing 5 at the moment. Need like 4 grand off that. Not bad. Alright, let's go see about maybe re-equipping some folks before we move on to anything else. Alright, hang on just a sec here. There we go. That looks like a far more appropriate version of Varicel right there. Friggin' can get it up to... let's see. Can get 10% more, or yeah, another 10% on there, so we should be able to get that up to 48% crit rate. Fantastic. But either way, for the time being, that's going to be all that we can afford. I can probably get rid of this sledge, because I don't think anyone can use it anymore. Yeah, we'll just maybe get rid of one of these bronzes. Give us another 1,000 to work with. I feel like this guy needs something. Well, what the hell? This guy's had new stuff this entire time. Okay, so we can get a ice element. Just need to sell a couple more things to afford it. It's definitely worth having. And we got a blinding dagger too. Now I'll just go for that. And honestly, I think with that we should be pretty well good. Let's see. Paradox sending me emails trying to sell me another Stellaris DLC. Gave up on Paradox. They are the DLC kings. I don't know, man. Have you by any chance, have you by any chance played some of Armored Core? Specifically 5th gen? Because funnily enough, they had almost no DLC for absolutely ages. It was just updates and, you know, good stuff like that that started coming in. And then they tried to hop on the DLC train, and it got stupid real fast. To remember to check what's going on with her there. So Nova got Crusader Kings too. So okay, so like I was saying, normally Armored Core was always just like, here's a new sandbox for you to play with. You know, here's some new tools, have fun with that. You know, it was never the most profitable thing or whatever else. And then, yeah, suddenly out of nowhere, they get their third game on the PS3. They give that thing like 56 DLCs. I'm not even kidding. Only 305 for its 31 DLCs. Well, crap. Yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, I've never seen a game with more DLCs than Armored Core 5, though. Like 5 and Verdict Day were basically the same game with an absolute buttload of DLCs. To the point that it was just hilarious. Because the moment that I saw that, it was just a moment of like, oh god, what have they done to my series? This is not okay. Nobody wants to buy a separate DLC for different music for every single map. Like, in Verdict Day, at least they gave you something. In the first one, it was just... Or rather, in 5, it was just... Would you like to pay for this DLC to give you slightly different customization options? They have the exact same, you know, everything, and they completely spoil the story, but they're here. Would you like them? No. Not at all, actually. See, now they throw Crusader King 2 away, because we're coming out with Crusader Kings 3, and you'll be able to buy more DLCs for this one. Sounds like profit. Alright, yeah, we'll do a similar team layout again. Similar approach to last time as well. And I think we'll actually go ahead and take this tile with him, make it a little bit safer. This guy's poor roof. Honestly, that whole setup up there with the two zombie chickens is it's pretty nasty. A little devious. See, but all the games are like that. Hearts of Iron, 118 for 11 DLCs now. That does explain how they're able to make such huge games for, well, it explains how they managed to function. I've been wondering for the longest time how the hell they made such ridiculously high-budget games, considering how few people would theoretically be playing something like that. And I think you answered the question there. Shot on you again. Stellaris and $98 for 15 DLCs. Again, could still be worse. You definitely mentioned worse on the list there. But considering what they do, makes sense for the model. Makes sense at least. Cause like, I'll be honest, if Tactics Ogre had a bunch of DLCs, I would 100% be behind that. Like, sometimes you want to be able to support something like that. Though again, I've never been a big fan of 4X games, but I can understand how they appeal to some. And realistically, unless some huge deal breaker comes along, I will probably set some money aside to get the DLC for this too. Like, if for nothing else than to, well, to kind of support the developer or something like this. Because, like, for example, look what happened with Tactics over there. They don't make any more of them at this point. The odds of getting a sequel are fairly low, though it has been hinted at. But still, like, we're looking at a situation where the last thing they made was about a decade ago. You know, they put a hell of a lot of effort into it. There was no residual anything afterwards. They gave it 3 free DLCs with it. And, I mean, a hell of a value. Hell, I think it sold for, like, 30 or 40 bucks when it first came out. And, I mean, that was with all the DLCs and everything else included. So yeah, they made that little bit of money, put years of effort into it, put a hell of a lot of passion into it. I mean, quality tested it to the point that it was dang near bug-free, which is just, what kind of crazy person even does that for a game that's 600 plus hours long? Yeah, the balance wasn't perfect, but it's just ridiculous how far they managed to even you know, get with that one. But still, point being, aside from maybe the occasional residual sales, they really haven't made, comparatively speaking. I'm sure they didn't make nearly as much as the Stellaris folks do there. And like I said, if they made more DLC for that one, would have been 100% on board. Even if it wasn't super well balanced, even if it wasn't anything else, because to be fair, the DLC was pretty poorly balanced. I mean, to this day, the One Vision mod is still rebalancing that stuff. But still, if there was a way to have supported the series, I guarantee you most of the fans would have. Instead, it's just kind of stuck in the copyright box at this point. Alright, there goes Mr. Vale. Let's just move over here. What if we steal some of their items here? Okay, stolen rock. That's not amazing at all. Alright, maybe I should have just finished that guy off. Snakebite oil, okay, fine, and the other one just barely survived that. Just overall not in great shape here, and unfortunately I'm not sure how Evan's gonna make it through this fight. Hopefully not the first casualty again, and it looks like he's about to get poisoned. Yep, he's gone. Crap. Okay, he's barely surviving, that is. He's gonna try to take some aggro on himself. Get rid of poison there. Oh, come on now. Be nice. Alright, so I guess we find out how exactly that works now. I mean, he can still come back, weirdly enough. And yeah, we do need him back, so let's just do that. Use this guy to use an item on him. How long until I reach Permadeath? I thought that was Permadeath. So, I'm not sure. Guess there's a little more to it. Or no, wait, no. Wait, how did you undo an injury? I'm very confused right now. For some inexplicable reason you're just fine. Not that that's a bad thing. Not quite understanding how that happened. Also, yes, I keep forgetting that he doesn't have friendly fire, and I could have toasted that zombie again. Apparently feeling very merciful towards that zombie. Alright, go ahead and climb down. Take over the stump so that they're not taking it again. See, he has one guy in Death's Door, but as the story goes, if he dies, it's a reload anyway. Let's see, if he wants a very huge game, changing patches, change the game from what you bought, then... I mean, personally, I love when there's just new modes and stuff added. I think Chivalry is a good way to do it. Like, if... Actually, in many ways, I think that kind of sums up what they did with Battle Brothers, from what I understand. Where it's basically like, kind of like something like this, but instead of, you know, instead of being a long story campaign, it's like, it's pretty much just generated as you go, and you just get all kinds of different modes and different things added along the way. Now, this would heal a zombie. Right, he's gonna have a turn to move, so yeah, we'll just do Soothing Chant here. Get them patched up slightly. Just do field aid with him. He's mostly out of the way. They can just use poison on him. The other chicken's too far out of reach right now, I think. Termagant. And Band of Brothers like that? Stone and Magic? I don't remember what Band of Brothers is like. Plus, by the way, if you're talking about the whole reload anyway, last time the reason that it was reloaded was because that was a party wipe. So since this is my first time through, if there's a full party wipe and it just goes to game over, just like the other time here, it happens. As far as anything permadeath beyond that, then yeah, that stays. That's mostly just because of the way that we're playing this right now. That's generally how I always like to do my first playthroughs. Band of Brothers or Battle Brothers? Yeah, it sounds like you're talking about Battle Brothers, but tactical games expected to play a Band of Brother of Medieval Mercs? Yeah, it is Battle Brothers. That's what I just said. And that is just like Battle Brothers there. I think he got a kill there, which should... yeah, that should wreck these two pretty good. Downside is I'd love to be able to finish off that second chicken, or either of the chickens, but I'm pretty sure we get a game over if that happens. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Plays like what you want, but it has the hate the artwork. Man, Mr. Severe Art Critic over here. All right, we got another shoe fruit, as I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. Yeah, injuries, Evan Vale. Now what happens? So everyone just disappeared. I guess he called off his zombies. Best decisions are based on facts. Well, won't find a job in government right now. Although he's still a douche. That is what happened. We have magic stick, and then she was all like, oh man, I'm gonna touch the stick, and then she got electrocuted. So she basically stuck the fork into an outlet, is the problem. Truth be told, I'm still kind of unclear whether Alphonse is dead or not. No, oh, you mean for Battle Brothers? It's really not that bad. It's... okay, it looks and plays like a board game, and if that's your thing, that's your thing. I personally like the style they went with it. Yes, it's a somewhat goofy looking, to some degree, but the fact that the portraits changed, the fact that everyone's actually got their weapons on them, the fact that they kind of saved on animations by having everyone basically be a chess piece. Well, again, it just depends on what you're looking for. Well, I'm sure that won't come back to bite anyone at any point. Ancient Beast Bone. I accidentally skipped through that. Okay. So go have zombie fight, basically. Alright, so he's basically Nerdy Nibbeth. Got it. Urtuk the Desolation? That sounds familiar. Wait, now is when they tell you about the crafting? What? Electro-deconstrictor. Electro-constrictor, rather. That was pretty neat. Got the distilled water out of that now. Let's see. Running treads. Right. Before we do that, though, I meant to check what's going on with her. Did I just forget to put the swimmy boots on her and she couldn't get in the water? But she wouldn't have been able to get by anyway, so... I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that situation. Alright, we'll leave that for the moment. Gambler-wise, let's say... bonus luck? Yes. She definitely needs some of that, because currently it's terrible. Alright, soothing chant. Wizard powers for some reason. Why is everyone getting wizard powers? Who the hell do I have that's even a wizard? Oh, probably the wizard. Okay, I'm stupid sometimes. It's fine. Just ignore that. Okay, I want to get that holy attack there, so we'll just leave it as it is. Give defense expert, and yeah, we're going to switch this guy over to knight later on. She's a mega tank at the moment. Alright, so I noticed that they were a fencing type of situation out there in the main menu, so that's what I'm going to try to make happen. So that's going to be a gunner right there. Let's see. Rapier. Yeah, there we go. Knight and wizard. Any chance can I give her something else? No, okay. So in that case, let's go buy some gear. Alright, Silver Sword, yeah, that seems pretty worthwhile at this point, considering our situation. Just noticed that they have the FFT thing, where they can equip robes. I'll leave that as is. Let's see. Evan's fine as he is, I think. Can update his stuff a little bit. Doesn't really change that much. Thinking a wizard glove might be solid, though. Yeah, it makes his defense go down, but oh well. Yeah, there we go. Heaven's looking all decked out these days. Cotton robe. Yeah, I can barely afford that. No, all it does is up resistance. Screw that. Although, wait a minute. Plague Doctor gets proper armor? Yes. Okay, that's a good bonus right there. Also, wait a minute. Is the Silver Spear bugged? Or is that only showing resistances right now? Yeah, I think it must only be showing resistances. Because I was going to say, the other silver thing got a 50% bonus. Alright, with the last little bit here, I think we're going to come back for this, but I do want her crit rate even higher. Give me that crit rate. Yeah, 43%. Gonna make it happen. Need more cannon fodder? Need to hire some more people to throw away? Maybe. Maybe. At the same time, what if I didn't? Alright, hang on. Be right back. Let me run the pup out again. Alrighty, and back. Let's see. Says that your people earn a few points in the class that he is grouped with. Yeah, no, that's been a thing since FFT. Like, it varies by game, but you don't see that system come up very often. Actually, I think like this and FFT are the only times I've ever seen that come up. Aside from, I think XCOM 2 kind of sorta did something like that. Just XCOM 2 did a whole lot of FFT-esque things. Alright, let's see. I feel like I really need to get Raynor to be doing something else, though. Knight Merc. Well, we don't want Warcraft on him. We want Trickery. It'd be weird to get used to him being a frontliner. See, this, though, is... So this is something that I kind of wish they would have addressed for this one. That's come up a few times in other games and things like that. Oh, disabled! He's dead. Yeah, so he's... Yeah, he's no longer... Huh. I kind of figured it would just delete him. Well, we'll see if I'm allowed to put him out. Dance? Maybe I will. Hello to Arbiters. So, okay, yeah, there's that merchant. And he opened a store in a graveyard. Okay. Oh, is this gonna be the weird stuff? Not really. Okay, so the glasses are basically the scope. Nothing really too fancy weapon-wise. New shields. Snazzy new helmets. Yeah, lots of good defense. Too bad I kind of just spent all our money. Hell, even a lot of it was on a dead guy. That's okay, we dressed up Evan's corpse a little bit. Yeah, swords are fine. Sticks are fine. Healing staff, you say? Okay, so yeah, it's exactly as you'd expect the healing staff to be. It's the healing whacker. Good. Yeah, silver bow, that is probably worth getting though. I can't afford it, but it's worth getting. Anyway, we'll be good as we are right there. And then we'll definitely need a new caster, because it sounds like our other one's dead. What the hell kind of chicken dragon situation's going on here? Yeah, okay, so Evan is the first casualty. Wizard man is gone. But it's really not necessarily permadeath as much as it is perma-cripple. Maybe we'll come back if you leave him out for a while? I don't think so, but we'll see. Alright, so we're looking for that shiny ribcage. Approach the ancient beast bone with a not currently swimming unit, and gather will appear from the action menu. Components from land for crafting purposes. Many maps are rich with components to be harvested. Will do. Yeah, we've already had our first casualty, and we're not even out of the tutorials yet. That's alright, he'll be back. To be fair, part of it was because I didn't realize how quickly the injuries were stacking up. Alright, will this shot work? Yes, that will still work. Quick, use the ashes, get Evan back. Yeah, I think the way that it works is that your first injury is free or something like that. Like, you get injured and you can bring them back once, just to bring them back on their feet. So you can get rid of the debuff once, but then their actual injuries stay. Something like that. There's a reason it says that that version isn't recommended. Let's do Emboldening Chance. Not gonna really hit everybody, but it's at least a buff that we can use for now. Let's see when its its back legs got up in the air. Maybe because it's a hill. Maybe. I could have sworn I've seen something like this in an opera once, like these chicken things. And yes, I've watched operas before, dang it. It's a really weird upbringing. Yeah, what even is that? It's like it's like a reverse T-Rex. Like, maybe he's got the dinosaur equivalent of a bidet going on. Like, he's just got two specific backhands for the purposes of butt wiping or something. Getting ridiculously jacked in the front there. Or it was just never leg day. I have no idea what that situation is. But I'm gonna shoot it. Can you eat the lizard? We can hunt it. Yeah, not... Let's see, if I throw a rock at it, it'll put it within hunt range. That puts Matsuno at risk, but it's fine. I want to see what happens. Swoosh! And we got some aloe vera that we apparently chopped off its tail. And yes, I'm very well aware of the fact that I'm not upgrading the shield of the one unit whose attack scales with defense well right now. Don't worry about it. Vantos. Vantos. Calm down over there. Go take a cold shower. Getting a little bit too excited over that thing. Although, I'm assuming that's supposed to be a, was that like Aqua Teen Hunger Force that did that? The whole, behold more corn, mate with it? I made corn! Congratulations, sir, but no, mate with it! Okay, Vale just got friggin' poison dropped out of existence. That's not good. It's friggin' chickens, man. I would say these chickens are like a scarier version of the black, friggin' what were they? I can't remember their name right now. The black chocobos from FFT. Like, where they just show up and drop meteors on everybody. Just noticed the one regular-looking owl over here. Really confused as to what's going on. Alright, well, we need Vale back. That's for sure. This has the lowest health. Let's see, 26, 28, 28. Alright, just go for this one, because we can pile on it the most. Not to mention she crits almost every time now, so that's perfect. Saying seen Aquatine Hunger Force in at least 15 years. Looks like someone did it with them turkey things, because now they got people faces. Those were the zombie versions of these things. Alright, I'm just gonna have her defend. Maybe she'll tank some hits. And yeah, we're definitely safe to move here. Do the area heal. But I'm loving this. I'm loving the challenge mode here. Oof, rude. Although, weirdly smart, actually. Because we got a defensive buff, and they went ahead and countered that, and oh my goodness, they get booed. That thing's got a guaranteed crit. Oh, hey, kiddo. Why are we, It's a little bit early to be up here. Okay. So what can we even do here? Not really much to do aside from just keep pelting them, I guess. We gotta get their numbers down. Alright, almost down. Come on, crit, please. Ugh. We're gonna have to take a risky move then. Can she by any chance stab up there? Yes. Okay. It's probably just barely enough. Yeah, just getting a little bit low on health there. Okay, that one's... Takes out a good chunk of Mitsuna's health there. That might finish him off. No, they're going for her. God dang. Yeah, that's chainable like holy crap right there. Alright, we're just gonna go for a chant here. Get at least one of these taken out. Looking like a wipe, maybe? Does that one get Boon? Because if it gets Boon, it gets Doom. Haha, game development jokes. Let's see. Best he can really do is just chant here, get a little bit of health back. She got dropped in a really awkward spot, too. Got one good heal item left, but I can't really use it on her. She's got enough health to make this kind of work. He's just going to have to do as much damage as he can, and oh my god, man! That ability is busted as hell! Literally just going around just crit insta-killing everybody. Now, I will point out it's actually an RNG thing as to whether or not you can, whether or not that ability spawns on one of these characters, so I'd assume that was luck there. Yeah, man, that's... Alright, you need to crit this, come on. At some point... Okay, can rock this guy. Okay. Survivable so far. He's gonna have to probably take some heals. Alright, resistance down's not much of a problem. The fact that she ran away is, though. There's not too much he can do aside from just heal up. Not to mention they're pretty fast, too, so we're not going to get a chance to take advantage of her placements. Yeah, I was going to say... Oh, get out of here, you dick. And it levels up. Other guy's gonna heal. She would have to probably get close. So we'll just do Corrosive Bomb right here. Maybe it'll get close. Oh, piss off. What? Okay, that's not great. I mean, it came back with almost no health, but that's... yeah. That hurts. Although this still seems salvageable. Okay, definitely don't want to use that. Kind of having the same problem as with TOPSP, where you had the two Mother's moves. And I keep looking at that and trying to figure out where the numbers lie exactly, or rather, which one to use. 92% miss right now. That's what we're doing. Monster's no joke in this game. Yep. Hi there, Evan, talking from the dead. But yeah, no, these chicken things are brutal. Not to mention we lost 3 of them to just the boon ability. Nope, nope, I needed that. Please bring it back. It kinda sucks we're getting double turned by that chicken, though. Okay, we're out of those heals. We can do defend, I suppose. It's not going to help with the poison situation. Probably should have gone for field aid. Alright, the dragon's up there. It actually can't do anything as it stands. So we're actually just going to try to chant over here. If I could get her to be picked up and moved somewhere else where she can actually move, because they just basically dropped her in a crevice that she can't get in or out. Dude. Could you not? And maybe attack the other one, please. Alright, there goes our defense down. And they've got healing items now. Did you die? Stepped away for a bit? Looking more like turkeys? Yeah, okay, fair enough. They kind of look like turkeys, but still. With evil style turkeys. Yeah, we'll just go with style turkeys. I mean, if I could just get them together in the same place for a little bit, we can sort of work this out. Oh, you chicken, you are such a dickhead. Style turkeys. Alright, didn't land the poison at least. If we can just get that one dead. I'm actually not sure even if we get that one dead what we can do without getting skyjacked into another location. Skyjack, please move to a good spot. Whatever, it's workable. Well, yeah, the real kicker for this one was the fact that it spawned with Boone, which I should point out is an option in the menu. You can allow that or disallow that. Which I thought it was pretty neat, so went ahead and allowed it. Also, that's not where I meant to move. Now, if I could just not be on those tiles where the chicken is, we're alright. If that thing could... if he could crit... if he could crit well enough, we'd be in an interesting position. But I think best bet here is to probably split the team. He's going to go for the gather here. There's the possibility that it just automatically ends when we gather it. So that's what I'm going to hope for here. Okay, could be worse. Now you're the one on the table ready to be eaten. Fairly true. Also, why is Luigi licking that Kirby? Right, that's good. Alright, let's move all the way over here. Decent heals. Right, good. That's a win. That is a win. A very pricey one, but it's a win. And yeah, very much the MVP here. Whew. Yeah, Vale took 2 injuries, Matsuno took an injury, Aerosol took an injury, Typhoid took an injury. Like, crap. Left all my game settings on default. They got like 10 levels off you. Something like that. But yeah, so it just shows as disabled if you get the 5. So the closest right now is Vale, because he took 2 of them that time. Now, am I able to sort them by any chance? I'm not sure if I can actually manually sort or anything. Impala boots. Alright. Although... not as fast as powerful as you'd think. Although, that's 4 jump height. So yeah, definitely gonna save for those, actually. Kind of cool thing about this mode, though, is if you leave them there, you can actually turn off that mode at any point, and you can just basically turn it on and off and all that. So you can get them back if you like beat the game and you feel like going back and using them again. Just gonna grab that one to grab it. Thorns, no real sense in learning it for him. And he just mastered being a wizard. Too bad he's too dead for it. Alright, Plague Doctor. Inflict Poison. Seems pretty good. Learn more wizard powers. Let's see, Scoundrel, sure. Unlocked Ranger. I'm thinking Gambler Ranger should be insane, because if they get even more luck on top of the insane crit rate from the Ranger, oh, that should be fantastic. Even Matsuno's starting to become somewhat okay here. Let's see. Sacrifice the character's life and remove all debuffs from all allies. Will not suffer an injury. And I think that's probably I'm thinking this is useful less for what it says it's useful for, like getting rid of debuffs, sure. Which, by the way, I wonder if that's a possibly a GAMP reference. But I will say they like using this essentially as a way to escape the fight might be really useful in his current condition. Alright, this Cleansing Blade seems pretty good here. Probably Evade Attack as well. And I just noticed I should definitely set Evade Attack as one of those. Or is that a counter? Okay, that's been a counter. Okay, I could have definitely avoided a lot of issues with him. Let's get all that equipment back. Put some of that on you. We'll give Mitsuno a bunch of gloves just to kind of fill out his slots here. Maybe replace his gauntlet on you with one of these. Let's see, attack goes down, mind goes up. Yeah, I think that's going to be the better way to handle that situation. Definitely looking to be in rough shape right now. But it's okay, we'll get more people. Let's see, that FFT GIF looks like part of the game. That's not an FFT GIF. It's a Tactics Ogre GIF, man. Now, looking at this, I don't really get why... It's weird that it shows its resistances, but not its damage bonuses. Well, she needs a new shield. Needs a new helmet. Like, all her stuff scales off of this, so I really might as well splurge on it. Leave the rest as they are. Get some plots. Do not try to correct me. I just try to correct you. I mean, if the problem is that they keep being all super dark and whatever, they could just go cover her in Christmas lights and hope for the best. Oh, he did. Oh, no, wait, he's still technically breathing. That looks like blood near him. How does she see out of those goggles? See, okay. Oh, bye, controller. That's fine. Didn't need you anyway. For these kinds of situations, right? Kind of feels like we should just be able to, you know, walk up and take a hit. Worst case scenario. Don't see a better option. Literally, just fight her, just with the two people right there. Oh wait, it's about to not be an issue. See, like they didn't need to do that little animation right there, but they did it anyway. And she's one of them fish people. From Zelda or whatever. Huh. Alright. Go ahead and use him. We'll get Felicia in here. Probably Crazy Eyes. Let's see if we can get one more. I feel like Diebold needs a little bit more experience here. Let's see, that guy's not injured anymore. We got a duelist, so it's going to be that fencer guy. Okay, crit unit up there. Mercenary Scoundrel. That guy's going to be a pain in the neck to hit. Everything about this guy seems annoying. Okay, Weapon, Demigaunt. It's a really bizarrely specific electricity weakness. 12%. Okay, Anatomist. So Reanimate, Dark Heal. Okay. Fine, fair enough. I'm not sure who's really on what team here, but okay. Yeah, I think Diebold can take those two on the right. Everybody else can go left. Actually, I'm a little bit surprised that he was bleeding out on the floor and now he's just fine. Okay, so it sounds like what they said is you get reinforcements if you kill somebody. Which, grim, but handy. Random damage, let's see if it'll do 100. Yes! That seems potentially amazing for speedruns. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Falcon Flourish does. Should probably look it up. Not that she probably needs protecting, I'm just gonna stick a protect on her for safety's sake. Just because no armor and all that. Man, that that is just so good. She's seriously out-damaging everybody else in the team. Go ahead and go for those berserks finally. I haven't been using them up to this point. Oh, and he put traps everywhere. Okay, fantastic. You know, that's actually pretty good. It's a little bit better than I was expecting, even. But they're berserked right now. I feel like this one's probably going to be the better one to go aim at. Yeah, you can get absolutely nasty in this game, jeez. I'll just leave her to it. Just absolute filth going on. Everybody's poisoning each other, putting traps all over the place. Friggin' doing all kinds of weird location switches and things like that. love it. I love it. Alright, they missed their cripple. He got thorns. I feel like thorns is really dropping off, but kind of thinking, kind of wondering if maybe down the line thorns will get some better version or something. And yeah, she must be berserked or something. Love how much, how this is currently looking dramatically easier than many of the random fights and stuff like that. And especially that last fight. Okay, so Poison will finish him off. Don't need to worry about him for now. Ranger coming in. Yeah, 28% crit rate, though. Let's see, she's blind, but her abilities are based off luck, so that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, even when it does 50, it's really not bad. I'll just protect her. Stick whacked. What? Oh, you need more waters?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. One sec. Yeah, I think so far this is going pretty okay. It's definitely a fight going on from a lot of different angles, but so far still very workable. No, we're not. No, that thing is super loud. No, thank you. Yeah, we found these toys in the bargain bin a little while ago. There were these ridiculously loud. Let's see, so move to the side and back. How significant is significant? Let's test that out. Oh, dang it! Doctor guy! Very is apparently the answer. But yeah, anyway. They're very loud is what I'm trying to get at. Alright. See if by any chance I can finish that one off. So it'd be a bad time for it to backfire. Loud toys and eat waters? That's right. It's very true. Alright, move her back here for the time being. Alright, Chivalrous Spirit is only on herself. Is that so? Yeah, the slide's right there now. No, it's not broken, it's just moved slightly. Oh, yeah? Well, that's a dog toy. Yeah. Yeah, it's for the puppy. Let's see. It says one of those toys from years ago that repeats love you in such an uncanny way, I couldn't tell you what it was saying. Wake up every morning with that devil voice. Yeah, he's sleeping over there. He'll wake up when he wants to. He's just old and grumpy and tired. It's just what he does. Yeah, he's tired. Gotta let him take his nap. What was that just now? That applies to everything? Life leeches for everything? Dang. Snazzy. Alright, might as well just have him go finish this one off then. Not really too much we can do to fix the crippling right now. So yeah, the situation's a little screwy right now. Can't really deal with those two yet. What's up? Oh yeah? Yeah, it's morning. He's wondering why you're messing with. He did open his eyes, you're right. Because he was taking a nap and now you woke him up. Well, he doesn't have to close eyes for that. He's just awake now. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine either way, kiddo. I mean, he's taking his nap. It's fine, see? He rolled over and just grumped on back to sleep. Yeah, he went back to sleep. Yeah, he's kind of in bed. It's more of a couch, but he's in bed. Yeah, he is. It's okay, it's fine. Alright. Any more of this? More of the random numbers. Holy crap, what? That's not a small number. Apparently it can do 192. Huh. Alright. Well, he's very gone. Yeah, you need your eyes open to go down the slide. It's a good idea. It's a good slide? Well, I'm glad. Mom would say thank you if she was here at the moment. 160p mode. Someone is sucking the connection. I'm going... well, rip your connection then. Yeah, it's got pretty neat tires, huh? Yeah, apparently we're gonna go wash the tires. Huh. Why not? Yeah, I think the Gambler might actually be my favorite class right now. Okay, well, we have accomplished poisoning ourselves, but still, in general, it seems like one of the coolest ones. Yeah? Is that it right over there? Yeah? Okay. Alright, you're back. Well, that's good. Just want to see what Chivalrous Spirit looks like. Alright. Looks like just the revive animation in many ways. This guy's just farting out zombies. Give herself the full heal. Really appreciate that you can just climb up ladders and things in this. Definitely fixes one of those annoying things with FFT where you just straight up had no option for a lot of things. When it came to traversal anyway. Which again is kind of weird considering that was so much of a feature of the original TO. What's wrong with the car? It does need windshield washers. Because there's no rain in here. Kid, you are too smart for your own good. Oh my goodness. I don't know if that came through. Comes up with a toy car, right? It's like, okay. It's like, this thing needs a wash, it needs a bath, it needs windshield wipers, because we found out what windshield wipers are recently. And so she goes and she's like, well, you know, I need to put windshield wipers on it so it can get a bath. And so I told her that, you know, it doesn't need windshield wipers because it's not raining in here. She points to the screen, look, rain! Get time to replay Persona 3 sometime soon? Well, then do it! Stuff's all depressingly interesting. And what is it? Yeah, it doesn't need the wash. You know, I appreciate this fight. They're just kind of reanimating reanimating dudes to help you. It's the opposite Nibith situation. There would be a very perfect opportunity to just end it right here, but I'll go for that. Why is it sticky? Nice and sticky. I think you mean nice and clean, because I know I just disinfected the hell out of all those toys in there. Fine. Oh yeah. Did you mean it used to be? Okay, gotcha. Go where? The car doesn't need a bath. Ah, kiddo. Kiddo. Okay, I'm not sure if you saw that, but man, that thing lasted way too long. Or rather, got some pretty crazy range on it. I'm gonna regret that one, aren't I? We'll say. What's up? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go remove that one later. Would prefer not to have any clips sitting around with my kiddo, but anyway, that's for another minute. What's up? Gift basket? What gift basket?
So fat! Up here! How is this gift?
Are you sure about that?
It's gone! Where are you going?
They went poof.
It's going up. Now let's get.
Where are they going up?
Let's go.
Alright, and back. Let's see if this can work again. I'm not even sure how this is working exactly. I think luck gives it some weird higher crit situation or something. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to go that high, and it just caps out at 1 under their max health. Alright, took 2 injuries, but not terribly bad.
Daddy, you open the gate. You open and play.
Oh yeah?
You can play that more.
Oh, you need... Did something happen with the gate there or something? Okay. Be right back. Okay, and back. Alright, so she's just gonna poof. Nah, I'd really rather not, though, actually. She's gonna poof. Yeah, agreed on the loose ends. Especially for characters like that. That they just get plot immunity. Okay, and they do some purple stuff to it. Thankfully, water doesn't affect it. Otherwise, this would be a little bit awkward. Yeah, it's fine. She can take like a good 10 or 12 hits from that. Okay, we got our one and only caster back. Sort of. They're slightly a pancake. It'd be kind of a neat touch if this actually gave her an injury. See, Evan's still hanging out on the right. He's just retired from grape wizarding.
Hey, look.
Yeah, why are you polishing a wood block with a spoon? What's that about?
To know it.
You don't know why?
No tree.
Yeah?
Oh, I have brush. Let's go in.
I mean, shouldn't we be getting a priest or something? Feels like we need an exorcist, not this guy. Whoa, hi. What you doing? What you doing? And he's a party member now.
What is this?
That's a sort of fire-looking situation. No?
No fire is a little back.
No, fire's bad? I mean, it's useful for
What
cooking
is
stuff.
this?
That would be a torch.
There's no fire.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a keep a fire. Now wait, what's the other fire?
Oh, it's fine. You can't do anything. It's just on a screen.
It's green.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
What's the epic?
No, no iPad.
No epic? What? What is no epic? Hey, where's the cake?
Well, because you still haven't followed my instructions to go potty again is why.
Now what's the bone? Where is it at?
Alright. So. Yeah, special class, Demon Knight. Neato. Let's go see what they do. Alright, so she's a wizard knight for the time being. Do-do-do-do. Scythe, axe, and heavy armor. Gaining momentum for every... Oh, you know what, though? Before we do that, though, I need to remember to get friggin' boon on everybody. Because, crap, man, that mess was ridiculous. Alright, pick up that. I get tier 2s of everything. They get alchemistic. I want to get boon on all the frontliners. Because that is stupid strong. Alright, and anatomist. Let's see, reanimate. That enemy has a cadaver. Also prevents him from being revived. Perfect. Heal 1, dark 1. Okay, basically the obligatory necro make stuff dead thing. Demos. Can't help but notice that there's no Panacea 1. Counters any offensive action by crippling them. Interesting. I mean, they seem like a nice hybrid class. What's up? Where'd you put your ball? Well, don't step on it. Now it's stuck to your sock. There we go. Well, now it's stuck to my sock. Get it off. There we go. Velcro pads are fun. Okay. Let's see. What's wrong? But yeah, I think we'll probably be calling it there for today. Oh, you can sort them. Wait, how did I... Oh, wait, sort units right there. What's up? Yeah, there's a fire there.
No fire. No fire. Fire's going on.
Yeah, the fire's going on. You're right.
Now what's the one down on fire now? Get a fire.
I think we need to get your chatterbox self some snacks. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today then. And yeah, we'll continue this on later. So yeah, it turns out you can't sort by injuries, so there we go. Anyway, so I'll see you guys next time then. Take care, and have yourselves a good one. Hopefully don't get too affected by the dang rapture going on. You know, enjoy all the staying indoors and all that. Alright, take care.